My shawty pulling up with a real bad, you too. Dripping my swag, do about tag on I got it in the bag, man. I'm getting all type of cash, I'm a general true. I never did anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me a by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a sis by the morning, I got on a meat on the morning, the rats keep me up on the podium, I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture.
You got a picture me, send me calling, ready for war like Korea, headline and shows.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Indianapolis Colts. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here comes a first down throw from Rudolph. And Daniels has it left side. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage. Brandon, that was not a highlight play for the offense. But how about the previous play? A big run? They're used to trading that, especially if you're a Hall of Fame runner. Big run, maybe not so much on the next one, but the big ones add up over time.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Rudolph throwing on second down. Throw left side complete. It's Hines. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Detroit!
Shotgun snap for Rudolph. He's going to look deep down the field. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And Cooks has it over the middle. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 24 yards.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers to, change up their timing, they're going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Out of the gun, Rudolph. Steps away to his left. That is caught at the 7. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, what a move. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Rivers now to throw on 1st down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tougher roll that they can fall back on anymore.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. He finds his target, Fuller. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Rocket! Behind!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Stops short of the 25. The nice move couldn't ultimately free him. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Throwing Rivers. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
They get it to him running left. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jabal Sheard in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
They'll start on the ground with Hines. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
On the move to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back to the air, Rudolph on 2nd down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Rudolph. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. It's a big conversion on 3rd for the Colts. And even 50 yards.
All right, now look at 56.
From the red zone now, Rudolph. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. On 2nd down, here's Rudolph. And the pressure gets to him again.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Detroit!
3rd and long. It's Rudolph. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
1st down, Rivers. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Rivers. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots in the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Khalil Mack in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He's got a man. It's Williams. Williams loses the football. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Buying time to his left. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Here's Rudolph now on 2nd down. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rudolph being chased out left. He can't get him down, and that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Now this is fielded in the end zone. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day at camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Will Fuller, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are even at 10 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, second and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Watch him now, Barney.
Throwing on third down, here's Rudolph. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. It's a big conversion on third for the Colts. 45 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Detroit!
On first down, Rudolph. Forced out to his left. And is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Back to the air, Rudolph steps away to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Detroit!
Rudolph. Flush to his right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Now it's Rudolph. The quick slant caught. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Deon Cain in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he is into the end zone, so they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Chargers. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the half, Rivers. He's going to fire one deep over the... He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And it'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. In on the tackle, Kamoko Toure.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams.
He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Will Fuller, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chargers are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. And now Rivers will lead the Chargers up to go for 2. From the gun, Rivers. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
A third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They give them a gain of 38.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
All right, now, look at 56.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Rudolph. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Over.
And an alley to run. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down.
Detroit! Over!
They run with Hines. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts add on to their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The 1st down throw here for Rivers. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 41 yards.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Hey, I'm going to go load it. Load it.
Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Will Fuller with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will shave 1 more off this lead. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. Now here's Johnson. Able to push his way through. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting. The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Rudolph throwing on second down. Flushed out right. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Trying to get that one to his running back, Marlon Mack. And it'll bring up third down.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
The Colts on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be third and a mile.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Rudolph. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for fourth down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot.
Going for it, it's Rudolph. Eluding the pressure right. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Space to run past the 20. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Out of the gun, Rudolph. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Buying time to his left. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
On 1st and 10, Rudolph. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
3-19! 3-19!
He's going to get it running right. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Nyheim Hines with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the 4th.
All right, now, look at 56.
Here we go
Look at
now as we
56.
get set for a big 2-point conversion. From the gun, here's Rudolph. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there. Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again, and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
And now they'll try to pile on. Rudolph on 1st down. And oh, it's complete. What a catch at the 7. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
They get it to him running left. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now Rivers. And it's complete. Henry. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And right side, Henry's got it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it?
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So it's third and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Losing 9 yards there. And it also brings up 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
After the interception, here's Rudolph. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Back to throw, Rudolph. It's complete. Deion Kane working the middle. And all the way down to the 37. A huge play that time for the Colts. 56 yards. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Rudolph going to throw again. And Daniels has it over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Deion Kane with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Colts add on to their lead. So the Colts again going for 2. A toss running left. That's Matt. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Chargers getting set to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. A second down throw for Rivers. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now Rivers looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage.
Hey, left. Hey, watch it. Set. Hey, Brown 80. Like 10. Set. Hey, go orange 5-4. It's just me and you.
Desperation time. Rivers on fourth down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
Rudolph going to look to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And it's incomplete. Still throwing.